Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Happy New Year. It's the anniversary of the celebration. It's the celebration of the anniversary of my birth. 38 years old today. And so I thought I thought to come live today to have a chit chat with you guys. For those of you who know me, you know that I'm always interested in personal power. I'm a huge advocate of personal power, and I've demonstrated that for better part of more than a decade right now. And today is my 38th birthday, and I always do something special on my 38th birthday. My last birthday was a book launch. My book launch, the launch of my first book. That was 19th of March 2022, last year, and that was when I published Personal Discovery Secrets. I've been on this personal discovery journey since 2004, and it was long overdue for me to have published that book. The book came with I'd wanted to publish the book with different titles. At first, it was Genius Activator. Later, it became Hypermind. Later, it became Seeds of Awakening, and then eventually, I published it as Personal Discovery Secret. It's a great book that anyone who wants to explore, their personal discovery journey should make sure that they get. So this morning, first, let me just quickly introduce myself. Right, I think that is important. Yeah. My name is Seun, right, and I'm a highly sought after educator and entrepreneur. And my major competencies are in the areas of holistic education, entrepreneurial development, business and marketing technologies, marketplace penetration strategies, and wealth building. Yeah, my reality. Thank you. Welcome. Kindly tap on your screen. I'm gonna be sharing some very some information that are very dear to my heart. Information that I have been able to get my hands on the back of my personal discovery journey, personal enlightenment journey. And I'm going to be sharing those information with us. And it's going to be like a discussion, really, a teaching / discussion. I'm also the founder and creative director of Seun Ambassador Global, a consulting firm based in Lagos State, Nigeria. And of course, the author of Personal Discovery Secrets. So today, I want to have a chit chat with you guys. Some of you already know that I am big on personal power. I see all of the things that is happening in the world. I see all of the things that is happening in Africa. I see all of the things that has been happening to Africans, all over the world. And I made it my own personal vendetta to get to the root of the matter. Hence the reason why I'm a huge advocate of personal power. I came to the conclusion that once an African can chaperone their personal discovery path, for the purpose of getting their hands on. Thank you so much, my reality 707 for the likes. You can also help me share this live. I know a lot of Nigerians are in church right now, but anyways, I'm gonna be uploading the live on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, right? So so personal power is a very, very big deal, that a lot of people are not paying attention to, and that's basically the reason why everybody's cheating them. Everybody's using them as pawns in their chess game. Everybody is using them as puppets. I'm not a fan of using human beings as puppets. I'm not a fan of using human beings as puppets. I'm a big fan of fairness. I'm a big fan of equity. I feel I'm a big fan of win-win, right? I do not subscribe to using human beings as slaves of any kind. Humans are too divine to be enslaved. But I see all of the handwriting of the power structure of slavery everywhere in Africa, and I told myself that I'm going to dedicate myself to getting my hands on the instrument for decolonization, the instrument for de-enslavement of people's souls and mind, and equip them with universal instrument for marshalling personal power. I'm a huge fan of personal power, right? And that's why I'm irreligious. That's why I'm no longer a practitioner of any religion, right? Now, let us define power. What is power? I know that everybody wants power. Everybody craves power, but most people do not have an empirical understanding of what power is. And that's why they will never really be able to identify what power is until... Please, can you help me close that door? They will never be able to identify what power is, even if they come in contact with it. And in most cases, they are going to, they're going to fight it, argue with it. Now, the first analogy I like to give, or should I say the first explanation I like to give about power, is that power is electric. Power is electric charge. Power is electricity. Now, when you hear the word electricity, you think of the artificial electricity. You do not think of bioelectrical, the electricity powered by the human body. Power is electric. Power is electricity. Now, another definition of power is when a person gains mastery of the energy phenomenon. There is such a thing as the energy phenomenon. There's such a thing as the quantum field. There's such a thing as the quantum energy field. And it's in your mastery of the quantum energy field that you are able to marshal power. To the degree of your mastery of the energy field, the quantum energy field, is the degree of power you're going to be able to marshal. Now, you guys will need to go, look it up. Look up quantum mechanics. Look up quantum energy field. Go and look it up. Right? Your ability to master the energy phenomenon, what people call energy manipulation, right, is power. Another way to explain power is exclusively being in control of your own body, mind, and soul. You are powerful when you are exclusively in charge or in control of your own body, your own mind, and your own soul. No religion is controlling your soul. Yeah, welcome everybody. Mr. Jubal, thank you for joining. Mimi, thank you for joining. Dark Chocolate Sam, please stay with me. Let's have a conversation. This is my birthday after all, right? So power is when you are exclusively in control of your mind, of your body, mind, and soul. That's another definition of power, right? Also, power can be an ancestral gift that was passed down to you from your ancestors, whatever that thing is. Power can be an ancestral gift that was passed down to you from your ancestors. That's another definition of power. Power, another definition of power is insight to mysteries, insight into mysteries. Are you able to explain things you've never read before? That's power. Are you able to break down things that people are confused about? That's power. Power is insight into mysteries. Right? Power is the ability you possess to bring yourself out of a very bad place and to also help others come out of a very bad place. You know, maybe economic hole, emotional hole, mental hole. You know, somebody is sick. You're able to bring them out of that sickness, whatever kind of sickness, mental, emotional sickness, physical sickness, you know, bodily sickness. Mr. Femi, thank you so much. So power is the ability that you possess to bring yourself out of a dark place, out of a bad place, and also to help others come out of a bad place. That's power, right? Power is the ability to give life and to sustain life. We all know that women are givers of life. That's why I like to say that the black woman is my God. The black woman is God. The black woman has womb. And that womb is for giving life, creating life, right? So power is the ability to give life and sustain life. Now, power also is the ability to raise your consciousness to higher dimensions and your ability to help other people raise their consciousness to higher dimensions. That is power as well. You can see that power is multi-dimensional and multifaceted, right? Power is the ability to be a thinker, an independent thinker, and a problem solver. When you cannot even solve your own personal problem, man, something is wrong. Something is fundamentally wrong. Every human being has power. Every human being has power. It now depends on, and every human being has multifaceted power, multidimensional power. The very least of the manifestation of power is your ability to solve your own personal problems. That's the very least. When you cannot solve your problem, man, your personal problem, something is wrong. Yet you have the ability to solve your personal problems. But if you have been raised to mortgage all your power to anything outside of yourself, that's how you are always going to be looking for a savior, a messiah, to come and help you solve your problem, your own personal problems. Right? So power is the ability to be a thinker and a problem solver. You know, when you are a thinker, you are going to become a problem solver. They are mutually exclusive. A thinker is eventually going to become a problem solver. Also, power is the ability to design a game plan for one's life. Power is the ability to design a game plan for one's life. If you don't have a roadmap right now, you are not marshalling power yet. Power is the ability to design a game plan for one's life. And then finally, power is the ability to control all your consumptions. There are other definitions, there are other empirical definitions, but these are the 13 empirical definitions I would like to share with you guys today. Power is the ability, the 13th one is, power is the ability to control all your consumptions. What you eat, what information or what knowledge do you have about your food? What you listen to, what you watch. When you are not the one in control of what you consume, then you are a puppet of the people giving you that thing, whatever it is. Power is the ability to control all your consumptions. Now, when we talk about personal power, we'll take it to the next level. I've given the empirical definition of power. Now, I want to talk about personal power. There are basically 7 keystones to personal power. 7 keystones to personal power. There are others, no doubt, but I'm focused on 7. The number 1 keystone to personal power is personal discovery. If you have not kickstarted your personal discovery journey, you're not going to be able to display a certain level of personal power that will be worthy of note, that other people will recognize and give credit to. It is when you have kickstarted your personal discovery journey that you can officially say that you have kickstarted your journey to personal power. Personal power is the first keystone. I said personal power. Personal discovery is the first keystone to personal power. The second keystone to personal power is spirituality. Have you kickstarted your spirituality journey? And I'm not talking about being a Christian or being a Muslim. I'm not talking about that. The authentic spirituality that is in alignment with your nature as an African, because I'm focused on Africans. Spirituality is the second keystone of your personal power. It is to the degree of your spirituality consciousness evolution that you are going to be able to display spiritual power, that you're going to be able to marshal spiritual power. So spirituality is the second keystone of personal power. The third keystone of personal power is ethics. Ethics. Some people have a price. Some people's values has a price tag. They are not ethical people. I don't have a price tag. You cannot buy me over from the universal principles I'm powering my life with. No amount of money can corrupt me. Because I have adopted the universal principle of ethics. I've adopted the universal principle of ethics. Do you know the things I've turned down in this life? I've turned down many things that will have fetched me a lot of money because I am ethical. It doesn't mean that I am somebody who is settling for poverty. It's not possible. I am throwing the path to becoming a multi-billionaire in dollars. And it's not going to be on the back of oppressing any human being. It's going to be on the back of, the ideas I'm going to patent that will be useful to every African in the world, every one of melanated race in the world, and any other race. I have ideas, patentable ideas that I'm working on. So those things are definitely going to make me, a multi-billionaire in dollars. But on my journey to becoming more and more wealthy, I'm never going to let go of my ethics. Because that is one of the keystones of my personal power. I'm not going to mortgage my personal power to any entity, to any system. I'm never going to do that because I'm ethical. So you need to understand that these are the keystones. Ethics is the third keystone of personal power. That is how you are going to be able to, step into any ecosystem and be relevant in that ecosystem and be able to contribute your ingenious quota that will lead to the evolution of that ecosystem. That is how you are going to be able to help another human being become a better version of themselves. Because you have the keystones of personal power and you are using these keystones as instruments for wielding your personal power to higher and higher versions in perpetuity. The fourth keystone of personal power is logic. Logic. If you are an individual who cannot think critically, who does not deploy critical thinking skill, then you don't have personal power. If the thing you say, if the words you say are words that have been programmed into you, If you as an individual do not have independent thinking, do not display independent thinking, you don't have personal power yet. And logic is what powers critical thinking. Logic is a universal principle. Logic is a universal principle. When you understand how to deploy the instrumentality of logic, it's game over for puppeteers. It's game over for the slave masters. It's game over for the power structures. They can enslave other people, but not you. Now, the fifth keystone of personal power is psychology. Understanding the science, the universal science of psychology. Once you can master psychology to a certain degree, you get to a point where everybody wants you on their team. Everybody wants you because, see, you understand human psychology, you understand business psychology, you understand marketing psychology, you understand product management psychology, you understand product design psychology, you understand the ability to offer value, the psychology of needs analysis. It's understanding psychology at holistical levels. Psychology is the fifth keystone of personal power. Anyone who is armed with the instrumentality of psychology can open any door. It's just that, yeah, the mastery of psychology is at different levels, right? So the level you are able to master is the commensurate door you'll be able to open with that degree of mastery. So psychology, you have to pay attention. These keystones I'm talking about are universal principles. So you need to go and read up on them. You need to go and study what personal discovery is. For instance, I have a book titled Personal Discovery Secrets. It is one of the latest instruments, in quotes, that anyone can use to chaperone themselves on their personal discovery journey, right? And all these things I've said are in the book as well, right? Personal discovery is a universal principle. Every individual needs to kickstart their personal discovery journey. And there's never a time that is too late. I mean, the earlier the better. I mean, if you kickstarted your personal discovery journey as a teenager, I mean, it's better. If you had enlightened parenting that helped you to even kickstart your personal discovery journey as early as, 5, 4, 6, 7, the better. But there are people who are in their 30s right now, and they've not kickstarted, they've not officially kickstarted their personal discovery journey. There are some in their 40s. It's a universal principle. It's a universal requirement. Personal discovery spirituality, ethics, logic, and psychology. The sixth keystone of personal power is epistemology. Epistemology is the general body of knowledge. It's the universal body of knowledge. Such that with epistemology, you can marshal any career successfully without needing to go to the four walls of any school. The thing is, the reason they created the four walls, the conventional schooling, is because of epistemology. So they divided epistemology into 1,000 or thousands different pieces. Now, you are not going to be, even if you went to Harvard, you are only going to have a tiny fraction of epistemology. But you as an individual can begin to pay attention to epistemology. Read up on it. Go on Google it. Epistemology. Read articles, different articles, what they talk about epistemology. Epistemology is the sixth keystone of personal power. And once you get your hands on epistemology, it's game over for conventional schooling. You will not need any school to attain any kind of enlightenment or education or knowledge or wisdom. Epistemology will guide you. Epistemology will be the compass for that, will be your tour guide on your journey, to personal enlightenment, on your education journey, epistemology. And the seventh and final keystone of personal power is aesthetics. Aesthetics. Aesthetics is how you show up. People say don't judge a book by its cover, but see, 99.99999999999% of the people of this world will always judge a book by its cover. We all do it. See, it has taken me a certain level of conscious deprogramming for me not to judge a book by its cover. But maybe only 0.000000001% of the people of this world will not judge a book by its cover. Most people would judge a book by its cover. Hence, you need to understand aesthetics. The way something looks. You've seen something even in nature look beautiful. How much more you, a human being? Understanding what is called the accessory of branding. When we talk about aesthetics, aesthetics is a universal principle powering the ideology or the idea of branding, personal branding, corporate branding. Aesthetics, when you study aesthetics, it makes it very easy for you to marshal an attractive personal brand or corporate brand. The way you show up, whether virtually or physically, matters. You have to prepare yourself before you show up in the presence of people. You have to dress well. You have to look like what you are selling. That is aesthetics. Once you begin to understudy these 7 keystones of personal power, there is no way you will get anywhere and you are not going to be taken seriously. Nobody, except the people are riffraffs, like the keypad warriors on social media, who can't even afford to change their boxers, right? But the real people, the real deals of this world will identify you and want to do something with you. So personal discovery, spirituality, ethics, logic, psychology, epistemology, and aesthetics are the 7 keystones for cultivating personal power. Now, I like to say this. You know, we just finished voting in Nigeria, right? Gubernatorial election. And during political seasons, you find that politicians will come, start coming with all kinds of stories and poems like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Oh, they'll say, we're going to build roads, we're going to do this. Thank you, everybody, for wishing me happy birthday. We're going to do this, and then at the end of the day, they won't do it, right? Now, there's something I'd like to bring to the attention of the citizens of any nation, most especially in Africa. Understand that power is not at the top. When we talk about power, power is not at the top. Power is at the bottom. See, but when we talk about these tricksters, a lot of politicians are tricksters. They trick you into thinking that power is at the top. But during every election season, you find them coming to you. See, power is not at the top. Power is at the bottom. Power is at the grassroots. But if you are tricked to think that power is at the top, you are going to be looking at an illusion. Power is not at the top. Power is at the bottom. This is why I do not really blame the politicians for the way the countries in Africa are. I don't blame them. Because they don't really have power. The real people that have power are the people, the citizens, who do not have any political office. But you see, the only way they are going to marshal any kind of power is if they've been introduced to the keystones of personal power. It is the quality of personal power that you bring to the interdependent ecosystem, that you bring to the community, that is going to determine the corporate power, the communal power that we're going to wield. The communal power that we're going to wield is going to be on the basis of our individual, personal power that we are bringing to the communal table. Once you understand that power is not at the top, power is at the bottom, it changes the narrative of power. Once you understand that, the reason power is not at the top is because the bottom is the foundation for the top. And the top cannot exist without the bottom. So quit adopting the illusion of power and take a look in the direction of power. Power is at the bottom, not at the top. When you see a very, very wild wind blowing, and you see some, after the wind have blown, right, a very strong wind, you see some trees falling, and you see some trees, they remain standing. Why? Because their roots were strong. Power is at the bottom, not at the top. The centralization of power is at the bottom. Quit adopting the illusion of power. The centralization of power is at the bottom. So it's pretty important that you understand it. Quit looking for power outside of you. Quit looking for power to the politicians. Quit looking for power from the religious leaders. Power is at the bottom. Power is inside you. And once you begin to adopt these, these keystones of personal power, and you begin to use them as instruments for cultivating your personal power, the more you use them, the more you attain higher and higher levels, higher and higher degrees of personal power. Now let's quickly talk about conventional schooling. I am not a fan of conventional schooling. Yes, I went to primary school, I went to secondary school, I went to the university. But my kids are not going to go to conventional schools. Because I know that 99% of the things I use for powering my life, powering my business, powering my associations, powering everything I power, was not gotten from school. When we talk about conventional schooling, we're talking about the curriculum that the slave masters designed. When we talk about conventional schooling, we're talking about a system that has been designed to dumb down on the genius of the African child. When we talk about conventional schooling, we're talking about a system that is completely incapable of equipping our children to nurture their genius to higher dimensions. When we talk about conventional schooling, we're just talking about a system that grooms people to become employees. Never a system to groom that grooms people to become critical thinkers. Never a system that teaches people how to tap into the resources of their brain, the resources of their mind. Never a system that equips them with the instrument for cultivating their emotional consciousness. These are the life skills that are required by anybody. Going to school does not make you smart. Going to school does not make you a genius. Every child was born a genius from their mother's womb. But you see, the moment they go to school, their genius begins to fall catastrophically. The natural genius that they were born with from their mother's womb begins to be deprogrammed. Why is it that we have millions of graduates in Africa, and Africa is still the way it is right now? The answer is simple. Why is it that we have millions of graduates, BSc degree holders, master's degree holders, PhD holders, professors, and Africa is still the way it is right now? The answer is simple. The conventional schooling system was not designed to groom entrepreneurs, to groom innovators, to groom inventors. It was never designed for that. And the schooling system that is still obtainable in Africa, that is still existing in Africa, was what the colonial tyrants, I don't like to call them colonial masters, was what the colonial tyrant brought. It's the same curriculum, the same framework, the framework for ensuring that the African child loses his or her, genius. And if we are not proactive about becoming the ones in control of our education, we are just going to be the puppets of those who designed the curriculum of the public schooling system. And I don't care whether it's a private school, it is still the same curriculum. A private school is just a well-decorated public school. It is still the same curriculum. And once you understand the universal requirement of education, once you understand that education, true education for the African child, will not be gotten from the conventional school. You will not be allowing yourself to be pressured. Oh, my neighbor's children are going to school. My children too should go to school. My kids are not going to go to school. And at age 9, they will be more intelligent than most master's degree holders. At age 9, they will be more innovative than most BSc holders. At age 11, they will have mastered some craft at age 11. You will see. Because in the last 10 years, I have been researching into the curriculum that can empower the African child to become an inventor, an innovator, an entrepreneur, a job creator, a business creator, market creator, that I've been able to now come to the point where I now have a curriculum. I've designed a curriculum called Homeschooling and Life Schooling Curriculum. So when you understand that conventional schooling is not doing any good, only harm to the psychology of your child, you will begin to look for alternative ways to educate your child, which is where I come in. I'm going to help a lot of my friends homeschool and life school their kids. Now, finally, I want us to talk about becoming an idol. Even becoming a doctor. What is the essence of becoming a doctor? I don't know, maybe lawyer, but you do not need conventional schooling to become a doctor. What is the essence of becoming a doctor? You want to learn about the human anatomy. Finish. You want to learn about the different systems in the body. You want to learn about the different organs in the body. The real doctors are the herbalists, the Scientologists. Those are the real doctors. I've educated a lot of doctors who know nothing about the human anatomy. And they are medical doctors. They do not understand at fundamental levels what the liver is designed for, what the kidneys are designed for. They only understand them at peripheral levels. So you want to become a doctor so that you can heal the sick, right? You can administer treatment to the sick. You do not need conventional schooling for that. I kid you not. You do not need conventional schooling for that. Now, let's talk about idols. A lot of people have idols. I like to ask a question. Who is your idol? For a lot of people, it's either it is some entertainment celebrity or some political figure. It's either some entertainment celebrity or some political figure. If your idol is an entertainer who is not a conscious entertainer, because there are some musicians who are into conscious music, like Fela, for instance. Right? If the person is not a conscious entertainer, and even if the person is a conscious entertainer, why should you even make that person your idol? The construct of idolism is a construct of puppetry. When you can say, oh, this person is my idol, I idolize this person, something is wrong with your personal power. It simply means that you don't have personal power. Once you understand the game that the power structure is playing, the funniest thing is that the power structure have no power except the power you give to them on the basis of ignorance. Thank you for the gift, Douglas Soft. The power structure does not have any power except the power you give to them. Once you understand this at fundamental levels, it's game over for the puppeteers. Game over. And the thing about personal power is, it's just all of a sudden begin to make you understand that, so I've been foolish all along. I've been willfully giving my power away all along. You shouldn't have any idol. You should only have allies. Don't idolize nobody. Nobody. Don't idolize Bill Gates. Don't idolize Aliko Dangote. Don't idolize Tony Elumelu. Don't idolize Oprah Winfrey. Don't idolize nobody. What is the basis of idolizing them? Why are you idolizing them? How is it going to make you wise or wiser? Don't idolize any politician. Don't idolize any entertainer. Don't idolize any... If anything, the only people maybe you should even idolize are entrepreneurs, because these ones are solving real problems. But don't idolize any entrepreneur. Don't idolize any human being. See, the only reason you're going to be idolizing anybody is if you as an individual are useless to the ecosystem of humanity. You're not bringing any value. That's why you will be idolizing anybody. See, when you idolize people, you shrink your divinity. You are shrinking your divinity to expand the divinity of another. That's what you do by idolizing anybody. Don't idolize any pastor. I don't care if their church members are 2 million worldwide. I don't care if their church members or their mosque members, are 5 million globally or 10 million globally. I don't care. Don't idolize nobody. When you idolize people, the people you're idolizing are taking your power. Just know that for a fact. You are giving them your power for free. Don't do that to yourself. What do you know about it? You are even idolizing the person. What do you know? Do you have any personal knowledge about that person? Other than the thing that they are putting on social media? Do you have any personal knowledge? Do you know whether they are demons? Demons in incarnate flesh. Do you know? Even if they are angels, you still should not idolize them. Don't idolize any human being. That is an insult to your divinity. It's an insult to your divinity. Who is your idol? And what exactly do you know about them? If I say, do you know Dangote? Everybody will say yes. No, you don't know Dangote. The only reason I will agree that you know Dangote is if you can tell me where he was last night. If you can tell me the color of the boxers he's currently putting on right now. That is how you know someone. If you can tell me his schedule for next week. You can't tell me you know someone simply because you stumble upon them on social media. You don't know them. And it's not even enough that you have been following them on social media. You still don't know them. You can only claim to know someone if you have personal knowledge of them. That is when you know someone. I ask young people, because I've mentored a lot of young people, thousands of young people in the last, since 2006 and now. And one of the common things I hear from them, you can hear them say, oh, Tony Elumelu is my mentor. Ibuku Awoshika is my mentor. Bill Gates is my mentor. John C. Maxwell is my mentor. And I'm like, okay, the person is your mentor, right? Do you have the person's phone number? They say no. Does the person have your phone number? They say no. How can you call that person your mentor? You can't even make somebody your mentor if you don't know that person personally. Otherwise, you're just going to be making a drug pusher your mentor, a drug baron. Simply because it is not public knowledge that they are drug barons. You're going to be making a human trafficker your mentor. Simply because it's not public knowledge that they are human traffickers. You have to have personal knowledge about someone before you can make them your mentor. Mentorship is allowed. But idolizing anybody is not allowed. Having a mentor is allowed. Having a role model is allowed. But see, nobody should be a role model without you having personal knowledge of them. Nobody should be a role model without having personal knowledge of them. If you don't have personal knowledge of them, forget about them. Yeah, you can look at what they publish on social media or mainstream media. Doesn't matter until you have personal knowledge of them. Because a lot of people are fake people. A lot of people are frauds. A lot of people are liars. They will be projecting what they are not. And you will be building your life on the basis of fakeism. At the end of the day, you find yourself becoming depressed. Because they are not powering their lives on the basis of universal principles. You need to understand that. And the only way you are going to know for sure if they are powering their lives on the back of universal principles is if you have personal knowledge of them. Anybody can come on social media and claim to be anything. Doesn't matter. Until you have personal knowledge of them, you cannot. First of all, you should not idolize anybody. I don't care what their names are. I don't care what their net worth is. Do not idolize nobody. Nobody is qualified to be your idol. Nobody. Nobody. But mentorship is very important. And nobody can mentor you from afar. Nobody can mentor you without you having one-on-one relationship with them. That person is not your mentor. Stop deluding yourself. That person is not your role model. Stop deluding yourself. Mentorship requires one-on-one contact. You have the person's phone number. You have access to that person. That is mentorship. And that is how you can have them as a role model. Once you can see that they are unapologetically powering their lives on the basis of universal principles. That is how that happens. And once you understand that, it's game over. It's game over for mediocrity. It's game over for assumption. Assumption is ignorance. I used to say assumption is the lowest level of knowledge. But assumption is not even knowledge. Assumption is ignorance. And once you understand this, see, you will never be at the mercy of nobody. You will never be at the mercy of no system. You are deploring personal power now. You're not going to be at the mercy of nobody. It's pretty important for you to understand this. And once you understand this, see, you can enjoy life. You can marshal fulfillment. You can marshal happiness. You can bring a lot of joy, unspeakable joy into your life space. Because you're not, all those people that will say fake it till you make it. That's what a lot of people do on social media. They are faking it till they make it. And that's why, see, if you are in a rat race, even if you win, you are still a rat. If you are in a rat race, even if you win that race, you are still a rat. It's pretty important that you understand that, see, life can be lived powerfully. If only you refuse to delude yourself, you can live a powerful life. That was why I, started by breaking down power at empirical levels. What power is at empirical levels. And guys, I'm going to be publishing this video on my YouTube channel, just in case some of you missed the earlier part, right? So now, this was the message I planned for, for everybody, and I think I've come to the end of it. Now I would, if there is, I see some of my ogas here, Mr. Femi, Madam Rita, Mr. Jaye, Dr. K. So this is the time for you guys to come and share your thoughts, share your wisdom with my audience. Kindly send a request, and before then, I would just like to quickly say, tell you guys about my product and services, right? I have a book titled Personal Discovery Secrets. And it's a book that will help you kickstart your personal discovery journey. You know, and they read that book. It's a game changer for them, right? So my book, Personal Discovery Secret, is a book you should get if you're depressed, if you're confused and you currently lack clarity. If, you know, if you're contemplating suicide, if you're stuck in life, if you're looking for a life partner, if you're having problem in your marriage, or if you have a dysfunctional or troubled son or daughter, it's a book that's a game changer. I can assure you. You're not going to be throwing money away when you get that book. And also, last month, I came up with, Mr. Femi has dropped up. I came up with a masterclass, a Destiny Manifestation Masterclass. My book and this masterclass are two things you should subscribe to. Buy my book and subscribe to that masterclass, Destiny Manifestation Masterclass. I break down, I use mathematics and universal science to break down the concept and construct of destiny. We had the first one last month. I'm going to be having the next one in April, second Sunday in April. And last month I charged $25. You know, for this one happening in April, I'm going to be charging $38, you know, in commemoration of my 38th birthday. So, you know, if you want to take your life to the next level, you know, your personal life to the next level, I counsel you to buy that book, Personal Discovery Secret, and subscribe. Register to attend my Destiny Manifestation Masterclass coming up in April. And then also, if you're someone who is trying to understand how to use social media to make money, right? Social media, strictly social media. I make a lot of money through social media. I've made a lot of money through social media. I still currently am using social media to make a lot of money, and I'm always going to, for as long as social media exists, I'm always going to be using social media to make money. So I have a social media mastermind. For those of you who have never made money on social media or who are not making money consistently using the tool set of social media, I have a social media mastermind that you can join. You only pay once, and you remain a member of that social media, of that mastermind for life, right? And you're going to learn what I call the 9 pillars of social media, right? So I have a social media mastermind. Now, if you're a business person or you work a 9 to 5 and you're trying to start a side business and you don't know what to start, and you have been able to save some money in order for you to start a business, I have a business brainstorming session that you can take, 1 hour business brainstorming session. Send me a DM, and I'll give you the details on how to register to take my business brainstorming session. And also, for those who are in real estate, who are realtors, or you're a real estate consultant, or you are in a luxury industry like car luxury industry, right? And you want to take your sales game to the next level. I have a 30-day sales challenge that is coming up next month from April 1st to 30th of April. I would help you triple your sales game. If you've never made $1 million naira, if you've never made between $1 million and 9 million naira, make sure you attend my 30-day sales challenge that is coming up in April. 30 days, all through 30 days. I'm going to be your sales coach, your accountability coach, your business coach, for 30 days. The goal is for you to at least generate between $1 million and 9 million naira, most especially if you've never done it before, right? So 30-day sales challenge. And then also, for those of you who have businesses and companies, and you have staff, you have sales staff, I have a peak performance training for corporate organizations, right? I could do it physically, I could do it virtually, right? I could do it on Zoom, right? And the physical one is more expensive. The one on Zoom, of course, is less expensive. So it's a powerful training that would turn your average employees into high-performing employees. It's a training that will turn your average salespeople into high-performing salespeople. So I have a peak performance training for corporate organizations, right? And then also I have a one-on-one coaching. If you're a business owner you're a CEO of a company and you want to take your personal game as a CEO to the next level, you need my one-on-one coaching. My one-on-one coaching is for 11 weeks, and I would be your co-CEO for 11 weeks. I'll help you with rebranding, rejigging your brand, designing market penetration campaigns, marketing campaigns that works, advertising campaign that works. I would help you with a lot of things to, at least quadruple your revenue, the revenue you've ever generated, the highest revenue you've ever generated. I'll help you generate at least 4 times what you've ever generated this year, right? So my one-on-one coaching, my one-on-one business coaching is for 11 weeks. So if you're interested in that, send me a DM. And then finally, I have a peak performance consulting service for corporate organizations. If you need a consultant that will help your staff for 3 months at least, my peak performance consulting service is for 3 months. So for 3 months, I'm going to be the consultant of your organization. I'm going to be looking at different things, weekly staff training. I'm going to be help come up with a marketing campaign for powering your business, both online and offline. Going to be doing everything that will ensure that your business scales in 2023. So I have a peak performance consulting service. It's at least 3 months. It could be 6 months. It could be 1 year. Depending on your requirements. So yeah, so that's it. So I welcome people to come live right now. Come live. Send me a request. Let's have your wisdom, your life wisdom in few minutes. Let's have your contributions. Madam Rita, send me a DM. Mr. Femi, send me a DM. Okay, Madam Rita, I'm sending you a DM right away. My reality, I'm sending you a DM. Amity, I'm sending you a DM. Sarah, I'm sending you a DM. Sorry, I'm sending you a request.
Good morning.
Welcome. Grand Rising. I like to say Grand Rising.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Even though you guys did not give me gifts.
Okay, I think let Mr. Femi speak first. I'll do later.
No problem.
Mr. Femi.
You can mute your mic now. Thank you. Madam Rita, welcome.
Shout. Everybody.
Mr. Femi, you are here. Mr. Femi.
Ambassador.
Ambassador.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
I hope you guys know that Mr. Femi is also a musician. You guys should go and stream his music.
No wonder.
You guys should go and stream his music on all the platforms.
I'm coming up with new songs very soon.
Beautiful, beautiful. We're expecting.
That's nice. I didn't know that.
707, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
What happened to Madam Rita? So, Mr. Femi, go ahead, please share your thoughts with my audience. Give them counsel, business counsel, life counsel. Mr. Femi, are you there?
Ambassador, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Cherry Ann,
can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can hear you. We can. We can hear you.
We can hear you. Hello? Mr. Femi, what's happening?
His network is bad. Maybe the network is bad on his side.
But I'm hearing his background. I'm hearing I'm hearing his background.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Mr. Tony Ben, 1 minute, please.
Good
Okay, maybe
afternoon,
my reality,
Mr.
just go
Tony.
ahead. Go ahead, let us know. Is it comment you want to
Okay.
give, do you want to
Yeah,
enlighten us with
I don't think
something?
there's anything to say. I don't think there's anything to say anymore. You've really talked about a lot of things, and I noticed that you try to compress it because it's so much and they are deeper than what you're saying. And when after listening to you, I was happy in a sense that I knew that, yeah, I think I'm on the right track, I'm on the right track. And I had to jot some things down, put them down. And I would just advise everybody that listen to you that don't allow these informations to go. Informations are what brings about the changes by the time you act on them. As you've listened to it, when you get back to your closet, go back and make a deeper research on it. You said a lot this morning talking about personal discovery, spirituality, ethics, logic, psychology, epistemology, and ethics. You've really talked about a lot of things and you try to compress it. I understand because these things are very deep. So I just want to appreciate you. I want to say thank you for being who you are. To see men that we still have men that think like this, that try to, bring about a positive change in the society is really a big deal now in Nigeria because a lot of people are no more focusing on growth or development. The society has kind of programmed our mind not to think about growth and development because it's not happening in the environment. And like you said, the power is at the bottom. The people, that is where the power is. But if you are a person and you're not seeing, like, you're not in a well-developed society, if you're not careful, it's going to affect the way you see yourself within. But you have told us this morning, like you said, that what is important is what is on your inside. So you need to pay more attention to yourself and bring those gems out. You said something about resource of the mind. I held that statement. Resource in your mind, there are resources. In the land, we have resources. In people, we have resources. And it will take your own consciousness to bring out those things that are within. It's not something that you can just do overnight because looking at you, it's so obvious that this is somebody that has paid attention to himself over the years. It's not something that you can, just jump to. You grow, you develop over time. And I can tell you, it is good to start early. That is what I'm just saying in you. Some people get to understand this thing later in life, while some people they pick it very fast. I think you were saying one thing. I think you said you started reading at the age of 16 or 12. I can't remember very
No, no,
well.
no.
Like
I
you were
said I
still a
started my
teenager
personal
when you have
discovery journey.
started reading.
I started my personal discovery journey. Yeah, I
Yeah,
started reading at as early as 13, 14, but I actually started my personal discovery journey at 19, you know.
exactly.
So, so,
You
so it's
were
been
able
19
to
years
start
now.
very early. You were able to start very early and it's very good. So I just want to advise people, there's nothing more to say, there's nothing more I want to add, honestly, but I just want to advise people, what you have heard today, don't let it slide. Take it seriously, hold it to yourself
And
in your closet, go back to it and make research. So that's what, and I will
and
say
for
thank you, Seun Ambassador, thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. And for people who missed
And
the
I'll tell
the
you a
live,
happy birthday.
thank you, thank you,
You
thank you.
said what?
For those who missed the things I talked about, I'm going to be publishing this on this live broadcast on my YouTube channel. So you can just go to maybe later today I'll publish it. You can just go to my what's it called my bio and click on that icon, the YouTube icon. It will take you to my YouTube channel. But of course, once I've
Right.
uploaded it on YouTube, I would alert you guys here, and you'll be able to go watch it again. I know I dropped some gems because I really
All
really
right, no
prepared for
problem.
this.
Thank you so much, Seun. We really
I
appreciate
appreciate
you.
you. I appreciate
Coming
you. I
from a
appreciate you. Thank you.
Nigerian, it's a big inspiration. Thank you so much. And I
I
wish you a
appreciate
happy
that.
birthday and a great life ahead of you. Have a great
Thank you very
day.
much.
And
Yeah,
everybody
you too.
too. Thank you.
You too. I
Yeah,
appreciate you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, Mr. Tony, um, you have the floor.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Ambassador. See, yeah, I just
Yeah,
want
welcome.
to recommend you on your good work. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello? Yeah, I
I
want
can
to
hear you, Mr.
recommend you
Saeed. Thank you.
on the good work you started.
Thank you.
And yeah, I've been your fan for not quite long. So I really enjoy your program and all the teachings, including marketing, real estate, and other things. So I also want to wish you a long life, good health, and more to come in your
Thank you.
endeavors. And then there's one thing I learned this morning in your teaching about when we are choosing a mentor, that we need to know the person personally. We need to know him well before choosing. Because so many of us fall victims of these things we never know. Choosing someone we don't know just because we see them on social media or any other thing, any other way. So it's really a good thing that we should put into consideration these days, because so many of us, we end up being what we don't wish for, or in the name of pursuing someone we don't know exactly how he got there or what he's all about. So thank you for the message and keep the good work,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I
and
appreciate
happy
you. Thank you so
birthday once
much.
again.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
joining. I
Have
appreciate
a
you.
good
Thank you for dropping your 2 cents. I
Thank you.
appreciate you. Take care.
Thank you.
Mr. Saeed, unmute yourself. If any other person wants to come and say a few things, maybe wish me happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank
Ọkùnrin
you, Mr.
tóbìnrin kò
Saeed.
lọ́nà tó ní béyìí ò jẹ́ aya ẹni, béyìí ò jálé ẹni, á sì jọkọ ẹni. Thank you for all you're doing. I wish you, I wish you, I wish you long life and prosperity. I wish you all the goodness the universe can offer. Orí wa jà fún Agbewa. And I want to applaud you. I stumbled on your invite on Mr. Femi Juba's live one time, and I feel we share the same path. To say I used to follow Obitu before I later got to see the light. So I think the narrative should change now.
Yeah.
There are so many take home about what's really happening now. It's about growing and evolving into a better person.
Exactly.
I admit the fact that our democracy is still young. I admit the fact that there are pressure everywhere. I admit the fact of social media influence.
Your network.
I think as an
Hello, Mr.
individual
Saeed.
now, and we can see where they've gotten to. Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you
Hello?
now. Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We are quick to want to be like the Western world. And we can see the so-called Western world already in their doom, in their binary, in their destructive stage. So I
Exactly.
think more time is not always about emulating people. It's about being self-sufficient and being self-proud of ourselves. Like,
Exactly.
okay, we are people.
Exactly.
Who said the Western world shouldn't learn from us
Exactly.
too?
They actually did.
You
They
know?
actually did. The ancestors came to learn from our ancestors. It is what it is.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
I asked a question from someone. I asked a question from someone, and there were no answers. I think I said, who discovered River Niger? They said Mungo Park. I now said, are you telling me the fishermen who were living there, who were fishing there, did not know that was a river, or did not know they were fishing? So I think we need to self-discover ourselves. The good that this election and this new era has brought to us, the good is more than the bad. If only we want to see that.
Exactly.
I tell people,
Exactly.
look at
The
the
good is more
Lagos
than the bad.
tussle. Look at the Lagos tussle. Why
Exactly.
can't all these celebrities who are not Lagosians channel the same energy to their own states too? Question your government there too. Question your
Exactly.
senators there too. Question them
Exactly.
in the process of government. Why
Mr.
is it
Said,
the Lagos
let's
they
not.
already make?
Mr. Said, let's not talk
Sir?
about politics.
Okay,
Let's
okay,
not talk
okay, okay,
about
okay, okay.
politics in this one.
Okay, let me just do a
Let's
little
just talk
chant
about
for you. I want
personal
you to be happy.
discovery.
I want you to be happy, you know. Okay, let's say, Ori mi, ìwọ ni, àtètè gbénúkú fòòṣà. Orí Mr. Seun ló ń gbé aláàkó dárokún. Orí Mr. Seun ló ń gbé aláàkún dárọ̀sà. Mr. Seun bí o bá jí láyé, ṣe bí orí ẹ ní òun ni. Bí o bá bímọ láyé, Mr. Seun, orí ẹ òun ni. Bí o bá là láyé, orí ẹ ní òun ni. Orí ẹ kó gbè ẹ́, àtètè gbénúkú fòòṣà. Òòṣà tí ń gbéni bí orí ò sí láyé. Orí ló dá fọ́ya tó yọ nílé ìrà, òun ló dá fẹ́fọ́n tó yọ lájọ̀. Bí ò bá sí orí o, Mr. Seun. Bí ò bá sí orí o, Ṣàngó ìbá àti wọlé ní kò so. Gúnugún ṣe tiẹ̀ ó pá lórí, Mr. Seun. Àkàlàmọ̀gbò ṣe tiẹ̀ ó yọ gẹ́gẹ́ lẹ́rùn. Orí tá a bá ṣe fọ́bọ, bó pẹ́ títí, ọmọ ẹni níyẹ láṣọ. Mr. Seun, dúpẹ́ orí àná. Mo ní kó dúpẹ́ orí òní. Mo ní kó dúpẹ́ orí ọ̀la. Dídùn ní tagbọ́n, dídùn ní tọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, dídùn ní tìrèké. Wọ̀rọ̀wọ̀ ní ire tiẹ̀ ó máa wọ̀ wálé rẹ̀ wọ̀rọ̀wọ̀ o. Wọ̀rọ̀wọ̀ ní ire gbogbo ó máa wọ̀ wálé rẹ̀ wọ̀rọ̀wọ̀ o. Odò wá tẹ̀. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Seun kára ó dẹ̀ ẹ́. Ìṣẹ́rẹ́ olókun.
Wow.
Gògàn ríre dífá fún irin. Irin sunkún òun lọ́lá, Mr. Seun wàá lọ́lá. Àkùkọ tó kọ lánàá, ìkọre ló kọ. Dífá fún ẹfọ̀n. Ẹfọ̀n sunkún òun níyì, Mr. Seun wàá níyì. Àkùkọ tó kọ lánàá, ìkọre ló kọ.
Àṣẹ.
Dífá fún elégédé. Elégédé ló sùkú rólà o. Mi ò mọ bí olórí gbé yọrí o. Mo bá réyàn tèmi. Mi ò mọ bí Seun gbé yọrí o. Mo bá réyàn tèmi. Ibì kan náà la mí gbé yọrí o. Kádàrá ò papọ̀ ni. Ibì kan náà la pín gbé yọrí o. Ìpín ò papọ̀ ni. The conclusion is this:
Wow.
we are all in this life for different purposes. You are living your purpose. I shouldn't try to imitate you. I should live my own divinity. Happy birthday, my brother. God bless you. God
Whoa.
bless
This
you.
is one of the best birthday gifts I've gotten. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Chief. I
Expand your
appreciate you.
course, and I wish you all the best in life has to offer. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being a frontier. Thank you for being a frontier. Keep opening our eyes to things that we think we should know. Don't give up. That's your purpose. Happy birthday, my brother.
Oh,
Let someone
thank you,
else come up.
boss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you
Welcome.
so much. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Does anybody else want to come up? Send me a request. Send me a request if you'd like to come up and say a few things. Maybe you want to wish me happy birthday, like others have done. Send me a request. But if I don't get any requests, then I'm going to be drawing the curtains for this live. Don't forget you can, watch this live on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be uploading it there later today. I really want to thank everybody who joined this live. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, I'm not married yet. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who joined. If you still want to, come live, send a request. If not, within the next 1-2 minutes, I'll be ending this live. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing the live. I see that 9 people shared the live. Thank you, thank you. I really wanted Mr. Femi to come, but I don't know. I wanted Mr. Femi. Oh, okay. I sent a request. Ogami Femi Jubal.
Hopefully the network doesn't misbehave now.
It's okay now. It's okay.
I have sent Obatala to the network to fix it.
I have a tech company that is coming up. Even though I have a
My
tech
brother
company,
has also
I
been
co-founded.
listening to the live session.
Okay. I really look forward to meeting him. Mr. Femi, Alpha, are you
I
still
really want to appreciate you,
Mr. Femi, ìdààmú àwọn obedient.
What happened?
Oh, so you guys got again.
He has dropped off. He has
I think
dropped
his
off. He will
network is
still come. I
bad.
think his network is his network is
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, 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 yeah. Are you a tech person, Mr. Seun?
Yes, I am. I'm even a co-founder of a tech company, and there is another tech company I'm founding exclusively later this year.
Really? I think we want more of you. Let's. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a content creator.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do. I think we have
I'm always open to very,
yeah, yeah.
very,
We can do
very, very
more
powerful
things.
collaborations.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
always open. Anything that would uplift another African, anything that will uplift another African
Yeah, I
company,
think that should be. I
I'm
think that
open
should
to
be
it.
our drive. That should be
That's
our
my drive
drive. I don't
actually.
know where we got
Nothing else
here.
drives me. Nothing else
You
drives me.
know,
It's either I'm
why do
empowering an
you
African or I'm empowering an African company. I'm Africa's first holistic entrepreneurship coach. And my focus
really?
is to empower African entrepreneurs. Yes. And I'm also a peak
Wow.
performance consultant. My job is to help take African companies to the next level. That's what I do as a peak performance consultant. You know.
Okay, you mean
So
peak like
there's a lot we do.
PEAK, peak performance?
Yes, optimal performance. Yeah, peak
Yeah, to
performance
optimize their
consultant. Yes,
performance. Wow. Wow.
yes.
Someone is saying, Cherry and saying, tell me how I can invest. I think you
Okay,
send him a
Cherry,
DM. I know you
you
give
can
the
send
best
me a
answer.
DM. Send me a DM. You know, I'll have a Zoom meeting with you. Send me a DM. So, it seems that the network is not allowing Mr. Femi to come. I don't know. Does any other person want to come live? You know. This has been a beautiful, beautiful live session. I'm grateful. This is my birthday gift. You know, I always have a birthday gift. Last year, my birthday gift was my book. I published my first book, Personal Discovery Secret. I'm even currently writing 2 books right now. I'm going to publish the 2 books on the same day. Hopefully, before the end of this year, I'll be done with the book and publish it. But I always have a gift every of my birthday. I'm not always waiting for people to give me gifts. My own birthday is a gift to the world. So that's why I came live to try and, educate and enlighten a few people who could stumble upon this life. But I really appreciate everybody who have been here. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. I look forward to, what we can power together. I look forward to collaborating with you. You know, I'm always open to collaborating with serious-minded Africans, not cloud chasers, not keypad warriors on social media wasting their life away. People who have something that they're doing and they need technical support, they need, inputs that is coming from another person to help them, take their businesses or their ventures to the next level. You know, currently I'm in partnership with 9 corporate organizations, right? So, thank you everybody. I really, really wanted Mr. Femi to join, but somehow his network is not allowing him. But anyways, so if there's no other person coming requesting to come live, then I'll be ending this live in 1 minute. So we've been here 1 hour 20 minutes. It's been a phenomenal time. Like I said, I'm going to drop this. I'm going to be uploading this video on my YouTube channel. You do well to go watch it there. Watch it again. Take notes. I'm sure if you have any question, drop it. Also ensure that you share the YouTube video with others. I'm sure they will learn a lot from it. That's my only birthday request from you. Share it. Drop a comment in the YouTube comment section. Guys, please, those of you on this live, just send me a DM that you were on this live so that I can send you I can alert you in the DM once the YouTube video is on, and then I would be able to. Yes, Uche, yes, today's my birthday. So that I'll be able to, alert you in the DM that the video is now uploaded on YouTube, so that you guys can support me by liking, watching, and dropping a comment. And the more you do that, the more the algorithm of that video will rank high, and then you can always also copy the link and put it on your WhatsApp status. That's the only request I'm asking from you. Let a few people in your circle get to know who I am, and then maybe we can do some business together. We can do some stuff together. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you in my next TikTok live. Peace out.